Gender identity, it's a personal, private choice, but Donna Perry's transformation from man to woman is a very critical part of a trial that got underway in Spokane Superior Court today. Good evening, thanks for joining us. I'm Nadine Woodward. Perry is suspected of killing 3 Spokane prostitutes all the way back in 1990. Detectives say that she shot and killed Yolanda Sapp, Kathleen Brisbois, and Nickie Lowe during a killing spree that terrified people living and working along Sprague Avenue. KXY4's Jeff Humphrey working for you tonight. He's at the Spokane Street Motel. And Jeff, that's where the victims lived?
And Nadine, all 3 victims also knew each other, so you can imagine their growing fear as one by one they fell prey to a killer who was specifically targeting prostitutes. Unfortunately, these terribly drug-addicted women needed money for things like paying rent here, and so they felt no choice but to other than go out and work on Sprague Avenue, where investigators say Douglas Perry was waiting for them.
Each was shot with a small caliber weapon at least once in their center mass. Each was transported to the banks of the Spokane River in northeast Spokane, where their bodies were dumped like trash.
Prosecutors say Douglas Perry even disgraced his alleged victims after their deaths, making no effort to conceal their nude remains. Their lifestyle that involved getting into cars with strangers made them easy targets, and Perry wasn't even considered a suspect for the next 22 years. That's until DNA underneath one of the victims' fingernails matched Perry's. By then, Perry had undergone gender reassignment surgery.
And you'll hear during the course of this trial that Mr. Perry became Ms. Perry to end this type of violence.
Prosecutors contend Perry hated women until she became one, that she was unhappy in her then male body. Perry's attorneys concede there is DNA and a thumbprint that link Perry to the victims, but say that stuff got there because Perry frequented prostitutes and even had dates with some of the victims when his girlfriend was out of town.
The evidence in this case will show that at the time of these deaths, Miss Perry was living with a prostitute and involved in the community. And then, more than 2 decades later, the state cherry picks evidence, tries to put Miss Perry in the center of it, and make it all fit.